Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bigger Than Race, exposure to all things true, whether you like it or not, with unique perspectives from different beings from all walks of life. This is Bigger Than Race. Investigate truth on your own terms. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. I want to thank the likes, the subscribes, the comments, and I want to thank the Patreon members. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not in the Patreon group, you are missing a great deal of information. You are missing other great content that will continue to bring you value and even increase your pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about Fetch.Ai. You know how I'm big on artificial intelligence. And this, we're talking about the digital economy. The one asset that's going to give value to the data that will be going on in the world. Fetch.Ai is doing just that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a nice little stroll down the yellow brick road.
We set out to solve a very interesting but a very complex problem, making machine learning and AI very accessible to the world.
The world is extremely complicated, and somehow it's your responsibility to solve that. We have this wonderful opportunity where all of the key technologies were there and available at exactly the right time.
What we are delivering is a blockchain which is very high performance. So the smart contract language we have created, which is Edge, is highly efficient, and you can run complex mathematical problems, which you can't do, by the way, in any other blockchain.
The biggest thing that mainnet means is that now this is real. These aren't test tokens, these aren't pretend tokens. You can actually use them to solve huge AI problems using our AI-powered smart contracts. This is very exciting.
But that's not it. The more interesting bit is we also got a framework where you can run agents which autonomously complete tasks for different stakeholders with different localities and actually solves and builds its own machine learning algorithms and communicates with each other. The different components of the mainnet release are the ledger itself, which is very high performance and high throughput, a framework for smart contract where you can run complex machine learning tasks. And the third bit is the collective learning framework where you can actually make all the algorithms work together to deliver a machine learning and AI solution. What that also includes then is connection of autonomous economic agents, which can do different tasks by learning through the collective framework.
I'm leading a team. We are developing the ledger, we're developing machine learning, and various other software components that you'll be seeing in the mainnet. What excites me about Fetch.AI is machine learning enables the blockchain. It provides the foundation for our agent framework and a bunch of other really, really cool features that we are looking forward to showing you.
I'm leading the business development activities at Fetch.AI, and it's really exciting because we're building and delivering real-world use cases.
I was responsible for creating our proof of stake with unpermissioned delegation consensus, which solves a lot of the existing problems with blockchains, so we can have low-cost, decentralized system.
I'm the technical project manager, and I help all the teams to align the work they develop to deliver the whole vision.
Right now, my team, we're building decentralized applications on the Fetch.AI network. So in some instances, these are for supply lines, others are for decentralized driver demos and public transport systems. And finally, we're building the technology and the tools for you to interact with Fetch.Ai network.
We want to invite the developer community, start building solutions with us. And what you'll find is the ledger itself is going to be much cheaper than running on any of the other blockchains. It will be much faster, but you can also do very complex tasks on it. So you don't need to go off-chain. If you want transparent complexity on-chain, this is the place to come.
There's an eye-watering amount of waste in the economy. There's devices, there's data sources out there. They go nowhere and they do nothing.
What Fetch enables you to do is find those devices, connect to those two devices to deliver a task, and then it also enables you to have the economic value exchange.
2019 has been about putting in place the foundation. 2020 is about building on that. It's about delivering all the wonderful applications and all the ideas that we've had.
We will build this with the community, with non-technical people. We're building a collective superintelligence, and it's an ambitious task. So we invite our community, come and join us, and let's make it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I know. Now let's see one more video so you can see one of the use cases in action.
In 2018, traffic jams cost the US economy $87 billion. On average, 30% of cars in congested city traffic are looking for a parking space. At Fetch.Ai, we are developing parking agents to help improve transportation in our cities. Parking agents use AI and machine learning algorithms to identify available parking spaces in real time and share this knowledge with car agents. Car agents can then autonomously find, negotiate, and reserve a space for you based on your existing preferences. Combining knowledge from many agents in the city creates valuable insights. These insights can make a strong impact on decreasing congestion and improving life in smart cities. Using a simple camera and Fetch.Ai reference implementation, anyone can deploy this car parking agent on the Fetch.Ai network. By combining the Internet of Things with AI capabilities, smart cities can run more efficiently and deliver a better quality of life for everyone.
Well, there it was. As you can see, folks, and here, we're on the Fetch.Ai's website, Artificial Intelligence for Blockchains. Fetch.Ai is building an open access, tokenized, decentralized machine learning network to enable smart infrastructure built around a decentralized digital economy. Now you can buy the FET token. I definitely recommend getting this project because it's hovering around 5 cents, and I don't think it's going to stay there too long. Now, what is Fetch.Ai? Fetch.Ai, where they build tools and infrastructure to enable a decentralized digital economy. Fetch.Ai, a Cambridge-based artificial intelligence lab, is building a decentralized machine learning platform based on a distributed ledger that enables secure sharing, connection, and transactions based on any data globally. Fetch.Ai's network is based around an open source tech that any user can run to connect to the network. Given access to the power of AI on a world scale, secure data asset to carry out complex coordination tasks in the modern economy. On this network, a series of software agents represent and act on behalf of their owners. These autonomous agents work to provide and optimize service across a variety of ecosystems to the benefit of both suppliers and consumers. This system has wide potential in many areas. Financial services users can optimize trading. Public transport networks could be reconfigured cities could intelligently adapt to usage by their citizens, the gig economy could be reconstructed, restructured, and energy networks can be connected in a smart grid. And I'm big on energy. Well, my Patreon members know. So, yeah, that's very important. So, the technical focus for Fetch.Ai, machine learning. Blockchain can be used to decentralize federated learning algorithms so that the benefits of these collective machine learning models are shared across the multiple owners of data. And then you have the agents, simple development and deployment of autonomous agent populations that fulfill economic goals through strategy, communication, search, and the exchange of value. Cryptography enhance the speed, efficiency, and security of the blockchain using next-generation multi-party computation protocols for random beacons and aggregated signatures. Now look at the partners for Fetch.Ai. We have Telecom Innovation Laboratory, which is T-Mobile, Blockchain for Europe, Trusted IOT Alliance, Binance, Sovereign, and AIIN. Wow. Now let's take a look at some of the team. So this is Mayan, an innovation entrepreneur, founding investor in DeepMind. Wow. With a record in revolutionizing trading in steel sector and now changing the way we transact and travel. Toby Simpson, producer of the successful A Life Creatures series of games and early developer at DeepMind. His 30 years experience in software, 10 as a CTO, are now focused on crypto economics. And then this is professor at Sheffield and established scientist in advanced machine learning, AI, who bridges real world and academia and is inspired by the opportunities AI brings to modern society. And that is Thomas Hayne. Now, let's look at some of these use cases real quick. Smart cities, field trial, commodity exchange and decentralized finance, collective learning, science agents, supply chains, transport and mobility, rail, smart parking and congestion solutions, smart e-mobility and electric vehicle infrastructure, thermometer agents, energy, smart homes, decentralized train network, publications. Let's take a look at the energy. The way we consume energy today is suboptimal. I'm sorry. We have very static pricing which doesn't reflect reality at all. Consumers have dozens of electronic devices in their home, but no way to optimize and manage their usage and price. And it's not just a consumer's problem. Energy companies have networks of massive peaks and troughs, which, if flattened, would benefit them immensely. Fetch.Ai enables connectivity of all of these devices through the use of digital representatives called autonomous economic agents. Energy companies could offer discount incentives for energy consumed in troughs, creating a new dynamic marketplace, whilst the consumer will automatically receive the best deal for them as their agents manage their consumption based on their own preferences.
One potential use case for Fetch is energy. The way in which we consume and use energy today is suboptimal, to say the least. We get very static pricing. We tend to get one price for during the day and one for during the night, which doesn't reflect reality at all. And we have to switch all our own appliances on and off at times that ensure that we get the best possible price. And none of the individual appliances can actually negotiate with each other or the world outside to improve that situation. And what this really leads to is it's not good for the energy providers either, because they end up with a network with huge peaks and troughs, which they would really very much like to flatten if they could. And this is something where Fetch can help enormously.
power, gas, water, renewables, solar energy, and nuclear and other things. This is a fundamental question around climate change, around water availability and demand into the future. Now, the question is, how does agents work on that? At the moment, we have a sort of old economic model where you're starting to think about how do you sort of do trading of those energies and having to sort of do quotas and things like this. And it's kind of a forecast system. With agents, though, if you think about it, they can start to become smarter if you connect the agents into the planning processes and the way transmission of those energies are being sent through or being consumed, and they're then done in a more intelligent way because you're adding agents into the energy and utilities network. You can start to improve the performance and efficiency because you've got more intelligence.
One of the short-term benefits of Fetch in energy is getting rid of price. And with all the appliances in your house, having an autonomous economic agent in them, they can talk to the power company and find out a time where they can get things done in a way that means that you don't notice, but at the same time, they get a good price. For example, it doesn't matter when overnight your car charges, as long as it's ready to go at 6 o'clock when you need to head into the office. One of the long-term things that interests me a lot with Fetch in energy is that if you bring every component part of this to life, then a few people with batteries and storage units and solar panels and individual power generation units of other different kinds can all work together in order to be able to deliver the energy that they require. And this is probably going to be a bit of a tendency away from large-scale power generation towards the more local-scale things, and that I think that we're going to see a lot more of in the future, particularly when it comes to managing renewables.
Blockchain to manage with AI the way in which energy markets can kind of be optimized in a more efficient way. Now, you can do this by humans. This is today's model. Humans have to do that forecasting. Humans and machines can automate based on prediction models. But this is beyond prediction. This is looking at actual usage behavior, using artificial intelligence to learn. What I'm talking about is making the market more smarter, because it can use blockchain to reduce the cost of tracking of the energy usage, looking at AI to implement the way in which we're consuming water or energy at home in our houses. And you can use mobile devices to start giving you information about your consumption patterns and changing your behaviour, either directly or behind the scenes. But I think all these things are part of where the future will be for Fetch and for other technologies to drive this combination together to get value in the energy system.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Now, Fetch.Ai wins TIOTA Smart E-Mobility Challenge. And they won this back in 2019. So this is just to show you the level that they are on. We are thrilled to be a part of the team that won the Trusted IOT Alliance Smart E-Mobility Challenge in collaboration with Bosch, T-Labs, and Share and Charge. We developed My Easy Charge, and we are awarded first place in the challenge at Bosch Connected World 2019 in Berlin. The prototype technology we developed for electrical vehicle charging combines the intelligence of autonomous economic agents with distributed ledger tech and peer-to-peer communication to enable seamless charging and settlement. Now, basically, they have just solved the issue for the chargers for the electric vehicles. Wow. This is very bullish. Fetch.Ai. Now, this is some of the partners of Fetch. Now, we have the Blockchain for Europe, making disruption and evolution. And these are some of the members on the Blockchain for Europe. You have Billion, you have Binance, you have Block One, all of these Cello Cardano Foundation, C Labs, you have Fetch.Ai, Parity, Web3, Ripple, Protocol Labs. Now, we can see that these are all pretty huge companies. And even if you look at these, you can also do 6 degrees of separation with this, because there's always something that's going to lead you down the rabbit hole even further. And these companies, this is how you can see who's connected, actually, because You click on another company, it'll take you to something else, and then you'll discover other partners that you weren't aware of, and now look. So we're at the Billion website, and who trusts them? Microsoft, Rafficine, Toron, FIS. I can't read that. About us, who we are. We are Billion. We have civilized blockchain technologies to create the unified enterprise DLT system. So this is the entire team. But you guys can come here. The partners is FIS, Microsoft, MKI, Deposit Solutions, Philip Morris International, Warta, University of Warsaw, and I can't read this, BIK. So that's pretty a big deal. So that was the blockchain for Europe. They have many partnerships, and they're doing big things for the Europe. And basically, the blockchain for Europe represents international blockchain industry players at the EU level. We proactively contribute to the regulatory debate by supporting European decision makers in their goal to make blockchain tech a success. Blockchain for Europe closely collaborates with national, regional, and global players, both at policy as well as industry level, to support the promotion of and education about blockchain tech. So now, this is another article, Optimizing Energy Use with Machine Learning. And collaboration with Fetch.Ai explores machine learning and energy systems. So basically, it just goes through what we heard in the video about Fetch.Ai and energy. Now, we could watch one of these other videos, but I don't think it's really necessary because it's just going to be repetitive to what we just heard. So, this is the Sovereign, another partner from Fetch.Ai. And the Sovereign, they want you to control your identity. Personally manage your digital IDs online in the Sovereign Network, an open source project creating a global public utility for self-sovereign identity. Sovereign solution, it's time to evolve the current system of siloed identities, endless passwords, and insecure database. The Sovereign Network is a new standard for digital identity. We've designed Sovereign as a meta system. Self-sovereign means the individual identity holder controls their credentials. Now, I'm going to show you the partners. You can just look through this. I don't even need to really say a whole lot while you're looking at this. Cisco, we know is huge. T-Mobile, City, IBM, they're all in bed. R3, Verdium, Vibranium ID. Wow. So yeah, we see all of these partners. And if you, like I said before, if you click on them, they would even take you down a deeper rabbit hole. See, my job is to lead you to the water, show you that it is actually good water, and leave you alone to see if you're going to drink it. And because we are going into a digital economy, I highly recommend this be in a portfolio. I mean, because if not, you would be missing out on all the action. So, this is another partner of theirs, the Swisscom blockchain, secure and trust in blockchain. We design, build, run, and host distributed ledger solutions for companies. Using the projects, DAPI and SSI Gate. This is some of the team's technological expertise. Hyperledger, Lightning, Hedera, Neo, Sovereign, Corda, E, XRP, Polkadot, Parity. They're familiar with with the majority of the best ones. And here is the leadership of Swisscom: Lucas Hall, Benoit Haley, George Alvarado, and Luigi Riva. Pretty interesting stuff. Very interesting. And then here is Fetch.Ai and Telecom Innovation Laboratories, T-Labs, cooperate on tackling the next era of the digital economy. So T-Mobile is very big on putting themselves in a stronger position and also ahead of the curve. T-Mobile is definitely ahead of the curve. And the reason why I brought you this information, this video, is because I want you guys against ahead of the curve as well. I'm sorry. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you were able to see a little bit of insight to the Fetch.Ai movement. And I hope that this sparked your interest, because a lot of people may not be aware of it, and this video might open you up to that. Everything is going AI, and everything is going digital, except for Brando. He'll remain in the physical. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Investigate truth on your own terms.